Okay, everybody, I am going to get this started. Okay, so welcome everybody. My name is Joanne Shearer Parkin, and I'm a registered dietitian and a nutritionist. And I'm also an Elite Pro 7 Lifevantage distributor. And just to give you a little background about myself, it was in 2011 that a cardiologist by the name of Dr. Mark Gordon stopped by my office and invited me to a Lifevantage presentation, pretty much like what you're going to be hearing today. And when I attended that presentation, I became immediately impressed with the science and the scientific validation of our flagship product called Protandim Nerve 2. You see, I had had a really great career in nutrition and dietetics, and one of my big interests over the years was dietary supplements and really studying and learning about the science of dietary supplements, you know, the good, the bad, the ugly kind of thing, like what do we need, which ones are really important, and also which ones are worthless and that we shouldn't take, right? And so I remember that day, and I thought, when I saw that presentation, I'm like, okay, I really recognized, and I felt like this was a breakthrough. And I thought, I really want to be at the forefront of this. I really want to be able to get out there and share this with my family and friends. You know, at the time, I was the head dietitian and the director of nutrition services at a heart specialty hospital in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And so I was really well informed about the main topic we're going to talk about today was oxidative stress. I was really, informed about the science of that and how important it was to lower that oxidative stress. I also had been recently widowed. My husband of 32 years had just passed away the year before from brain cancer. And I knew at that time when he passed away that we need more powerful tools in the nutrition tool chest to help people combat this condition called oxidative stress. And so when I saw that Protandim Nerve 2 lowered oxidative stress 30% 40 days, 40% 30 days, I was totally on board. Signed up as a distributor, decided to get out there and get the word out about what we have our hands on. And so that's what I'm going to be presenting you today. I'm going to start out by talking about several subjects. I already introduced the subject about oxidative stress. I'll be talking about that. Nutrigenomics, how we modify our genes with nutrition, how we can do that with nutrition, nutrients, and with supplements and nutrigenomic products. Talking specifically about two nutrigenomic products that are in the Nerve 2 and the Nerve 1 activation category. Also, I'll give you a little bit of a background about the company that I'm representing, Lifevantage. Now, in 2005, ABC Primetime Investigative Report picked up the first study that was published on Protandim Nerve 2, our flagship product. The study said that this pill, one pill a day, would lower oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. The ABC medical news people really thought that was bogus, that you couldn't do that with a pill. And so they kicked it over to the ABC Primetime Investigative Report people. And so they did their investigation, and what this little video is going to show you. And by the way, you can go watch this at this. I've got the website there where you can copy that down so you can go watch this again, because you want to watch it more than once, believe me. So I'm just going to roll that video for you today. Let me see if I get my cursor there again. So let's roll the video.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life. It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig. Dr. McCord, okay. I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver to meet Dr. Joe McCord, a world-renowned scientist. This is pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And his decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test.
Yeah, there we go.
It wouldn't be the first time I've given blood for this company.
They want to check my levels of something called T-bars, which is a rough indicator of a person's actual age. T-bars can identify a condition known as oxidative stress, a kind of measure of the wear and tear on our bodies. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body,
Leading to disease.
leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
The problem of aging begins with the very food we eat to give us energy. As our cells burn that food, they also release toxic chemicals. Those chemicals, you may know them as free radicals, react with all the components of our cells, literally bombarding them millions of times per second, damaging all our cells. The result? Oxidative stress, and we all have it. The body fights back with a system of defenses. It makes two antioxidant enzymes, catalase and SOD, whose job is to gobble up the free radicals before they can harm our cells.
So, doctor, how often do I take these?
And so, here I go. With that swallow, I've just become part of a potentially landmark scientific experiment.
Doesn't taste bad.
It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm us.
Right now, all we know is that this preparation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes. So you can see the age-related.
Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. But in Dr. McCord's tests, taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old.
They all are reduced to the level of oxidative stress that one would expect, frankly, in a newborn or a very young child.
High oxidative stress is associated with more than aging. It's been linked to hundreds of illnesses.
It's at the very center of many diseases: liver disease, diabetes, emphysema, asthma. I've studied all of these: strokes, heart attacks.
Even mental disease.
Yes,
Depression?
Alzheimer's disease, depression.
Dr. James Crapo with the National Jewish Medical Center in Denver is also researching Protandim for the company. But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. Dr. McCord calculates the numbers. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Would you suggest I keep taking this supplement?
I would. I can't guarantee it's going to extend your life. I can't guarantee it's going to eliminate any diseases or cure any diseases.
But we do know that oxidative stress is part of those disease processes. And I don't want to wait until I'm 80 years old and find out that I should have taken it.
Okay, so ABC News piece that aired in 2005, and so I think that probably, if you're a guest on the webinar here, you're probably wondering, oh my gosh, that was so many years ago. Why are you showing that? I'm showing you this because I think it's a very, very important part of the history of Protandim Nerve 2 and also of our company. Because since 2005, we now have 26 peer-reviewed scientific studies on Protandim Nerve 2. But this video really lays the groundwork, and it really describes how impressive it is that ABC News investigated, and they basically validated what Dr. Joe McCord found out in his research, because he found out that when he drew the blood and he tested the T-bars, which is really a kind of a general indicator of your cellular age, he found that after 30 days, they could not distinguish the cellular age of the 20-year-old and the 80-year-old. It just does not seem possible, but really, I think this this particular video, I really think this ABC News piece really did validate. In fact, in 2 weeks, John Kionis lowered his oxidative stress by 45%. So that was 2005, and the next month, this little company, this little biotech company, received $5 million in orders overnight. And as you saw in the video, it was just this little Dr. Joe McCord and a few laboratory employees, you know. They couldn't get the product out to people. In fact, it wasn't until 2007 when it was in 10,000 retail stores and on the internet. And it didn't sell. I mean, it was really a kind of, you know, a disappointment, to be for sure, that you have this really blockbuster product, but it wasn't selling. And there was a couple of reasons for it, because Protandim Nerve 2 was sitting on the shelf with the antioxidants. And what you're going to learn in this webinar today is that Protandim Nerve 2, it's really not an antioxidant. It's in a brand new category of drugs and supplements called Nerve 2 activators. So Protandim Nerve 2 is a breakthrough. It is the first in this new category of drugs and supplements. Well, you know, the consumers didn't know that. They hadn't gotten this education piece. They didn't see the ABC primetime, right? The other thing too is it was selling for $49.95 a bottle, and you could buy an antioxidant for 10 or 12 bucks, maybe 20. And so the sales languished until 2009, when a consultant came in and advised them to put this product into the person-to-person marketing, into direct marketing. And it was absolutely a great decision on the part of the company, because within 5 years, they went from 4 million in sales to over 200 millions in sales. So let me get back to the theme of that ABC News piece. The theme is oxidative stress. Like Joe McCord says, Dr. McCord says, bad for the body and leading to disease. Oxidative stress is literally the rusting of our bodies from the inside out. You take an example of a bicycle. You put it out in the weather. You take a shiny new bike. You put it outside. It gets exposed to oxygen and the environment, and it rusts. That's kind of going on the inside of your body. It's really the damage done to our cells by toxic molecules called free radicals. So it's this stress on our bodies and the damage done to our bodies by free radicals. And it's important for you to know this, because there's over 200 chronic diseases of aging that have this common denominator of oxidative stress that seems to be kind of fueling all of this. And when you get high oxidative stress, that also triggers inflammation in your body. Just to show you just what a huge topic oxidative stress is in science and medicine, there is about, I think the last time I looked, I think 190,000 research articles at pubmed.gov on oxidative stress. So remember, I said that Protandim Nerve 2 is technically not an antioxidant. So what in the world is it, and what's this Nerve 2 thing? Protandim Nerve 2 is a combination, I'm going to show you here. It's a combination of these 5 herbals in very low doses, about 1/5 of what you would find in a supplement off the shelf, of like milk thistle, for example. And they're combined in a very specific ratio and a formula. It's, in fact, this formula has 6 US patents and 2 foreign patents. And it's a combination of these that create a synergy that makes them 1,800% more effective when they're taken together than when they are individually. In fact, the second scientific study on Protandim Nerve 2, published in 2008, showed that when you pulled and took out one of these ingredients, it did not activate that Nerve 2 protein, and really this formula didn't work. It truly is the synergy of this formula, of this recipe. So what does that do? What that does, that formula, that synergy, activates this Nerve 2 pathway, NRF2. And what that does is that Nerve 2 protein attaches to the DNA of our cells and triggers survival genes. These genes trigger our cells to make antioxidant enzymes. The cellular antioxidants that we make are up to 1 million times more potent and powerful than what we get in food, and also in an antioxidant supplement, like a supplement of vitamin C. So let's say you're taking a vitamin C tablet or a vitamin E. That vitamin E, one molecule of that vitamin E will neutralize 1 free radical. Whereas your cellular antioxidants like glutathione and catalase and superoxide dismutase, these are much more potent. They will neutralize the free radicals in a ratio of 1 molecule to 1 million free radicals. Wow. So that is the potency and the power of Protandim Nerve 2. It's really kind of a new concept in supplementation, because what you're really doing is you're really not supplementing. You're actually activating your body through this pathway to do what your cells are already programmed to do. But as we get older, after age 20, our production of those antioxidant enzymes starts to drop off. And therefore, what happens then? You don't have the antioxidant power from those antioxidants, and free radicals and the cellular damage starts to take over. So you really are making antioxidants rather than taking them. And Protandim Nerve 2, still to this day, the only dietary supplement clinically proven to reduce oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. Very powerful little yellow pill. I've been taking it for 7 years. Wow, it's great. So just how important is Nerve 2 and this Nerve 2 pathway? Researchers at Washington State University, Portland, published this review paper, and they're not at all associated with our company. But they say that we may be on the verge of a new literature that says that Nerve 2 may become the most extraordinary, most therapeutic, and preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine. And I just want you to kind of look at the topic of that article. It says Nerve 2, a master regulator of detoxification. In fact, these researchers say that detoxification is the most important function and benefit of activating Nerve 2. It's also an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and other cytoprotective mechanisms of Nerve 2. Very, very wonderful paper that was published about Nerve 2. And this is really what really actually captured my interest, and this is really why I'm in this business. I wouldn't be really being endorsing and promoting a product if it didn't have science. In fact, we have now 26 peer-reviewed scientific studies on Protandim Nerve 2. 23 are published at PubMed.gov. Not all of them have been published yet. And look at the prestigious universities and research centers that have conducted the research. And by the way, there are only 2, maybe 3 studies now that I know of that Lifevantage has actually funded. Most of this research has been funded by other resources, such as the American Heart Association, the Juvenile Diabetes Association. And in fact, now our research is coming in from all over the world on Protandim Nerve 2. So in 2016, we had a research study that was conducted over in Amsterdam, and it was funded by the Dutch MS Research Foundation, another biotech company called Biohacking. University of Montreal, they conducted a study on Protandim Nerve 2 funded by the Canadian Institutes of Health Research. That's the Canadian government's research arm. And in the United States in 2016, NIH funded a study on Protandim Nerve 2, and it was conducted by the National Institute on Aging. This was really a phenomenal study because I feel this is the most important study that we have on Protandim Nerve 2, because it really validates all of the other studies on Protandim Nerve 2 in terms of all of the benefits, and the fact that I've been talking for like 6 years before the study came out. I've been talking about how activating this Nerve 2 pathway, this is the most potent anti-aging pathway in the human body. More Nerve 2 means slower aging, less aging. So, and rather than me getting into a lot of the details about the study, I have a 2-minute video, and you're going to have to read the screen carefully because it's going to summarize the study. And I'm going to roll that video right now. Okay, just to summarize a little bit about this study, as you could see, when they said that they had studied those ingredients, did you see those what they had put up on the screen? Well, two of those individual ingredients, turmeric and green tea extract, are in Protandim Nerf 2. But did you see that those individual ingredients did not extend the lifespan of the mice? But it was Protandim Nerf 2, this powerful, potent formula that they found activated that NERV2 pathway, and that's where the benefit came from. So our company has continued to research in this area of nutrigenomics and nutrigenomic products, and 3 years ago came out with a companion product to Protandim Nerf 2, and it's called Protandim Nerf 1. This product activates another pathway, which then activates our cells to make more of the mitochondria. So what is the mitochondria? The mitochondria are the powerhouse of our cell. This is where 95% of our cellular energy is produced. But as we age, and because of that oxidative stress, we lose our mitochondria, and it's also called mitochondrial dysfunction. And many of the same diseases that are associated with oxidative stress are also associated with the loss of the mitochondria. What Protandim Nerf 1 does by activating that pathway, it activates our cells to grow back the mitochondria. It's called mitochondrial biogenesis. These two products are in the category what I call nutrigenomics and how they work. What they do is the bioactive nutrients within these products, what they attach to the cell walls, they're like the wake-up call to the cells, activate these proteins, which then modify the gene expression. And so this is what nutrigenomics is. It's a study of how nutrients and food components can affect and regulate gene activity. So these two products, what they do through this pathway, they turn down the bad genes and they turn on the good genes, and that's how you get to the root cause of aging, right, is with the nutrigenomics products and with our diet, by the way. The Mediterranean diet is the dietary pattern that is most scientifically validated as a NERV2 activator, right? I have been promoting that diet since the year 2000. I'm a huge proponent of Mediterranean diet, brought it into the hospital where I was working. And I didn't know that until that study came out of Washington State University, where they showed that that's the reason why the Mediterranean diet's so potent and powerful. It activates NERV2. So what a great combination, right? Mediterranean diet along with Protandim Nerf 2. Now, the Nerf 1 ingredients in Protandim Nerf 1 work similarly like Protandim Nerf 2. 5 herbals, very low doses, activate that Nerf 1 pathway. It's the formula. It works. And as I said, our company's been busy researching products in the Nerf 2 line, and we are first to market, our company is, with Nerf 2 skincare. The same Nerf 2 activation that's in that little pill is in a skincare system, which is for the health and the beauty of your skin. And I can only tell you is that it works. We have a clinical trial. As you can see, our company conducts a lot of research. 91% of the women said that they would buy the skincare system after 56 days of use. It's really amazing. You can see that it definitely reduces the appearance of aging on your skin. We are first to market with a NERV2 activators for dogs. It's called Pet Tandem. Same NERV2 activation ingredients, along with fish oils and collagen. And look at the benefits of this product for dogs. And we have a double-blind, placebo-controlled, multi-center trial that supports all of these findings. Also recently, I'd say, 2-3 years ago, also came out with a line of weight management products, which are focused on helping you to get the gut healthy. And absolutely, these products are a support to help you lose the right kind of weight, and that's the fat, the belly fat. It's not a complete program. People still have to follow an exercise routine and choose healthy foods. But I want to talk just a little bit about our probiotic, because I don't know of anything quite on the market like this. And if somebody knows about it, I would love to know, because it's the only one that I know, probiotic, that has this combination of healthy gut bacteria. It has an added ingredient called Wellmune beta-glucans, which helps to boost the immune system without overstimulation. The biotech company that developed Wellmune spent about $300 million, and you can developing Wellmune lots of great human research on it too. You can go to wellmune.com and read about it. And we also have something called the BioTrack controlled release technology. And a big problem with probiotic bacteria is that they're easily destroyed by heat and by stomach acid. So many of the bacteria can even be lost in transportation. So our company has addressed that problem, and we have something called BioTrack built into the pill. It's a round pill. It's called microencapsulation. It means that the bacteria are just like encapsulated in there. And it's shelf stable. Our probiotic can sit on the shelf for up to 2 years. And also, these bacteria are not released until they get into the small and large intestine. It's a time release kind of thing, and it's absolutely phenomenal technology. It's just amazing what's happening in the biotech world, isn't it? Our company also has Axio Smart Energy. This is an energy drink that's more of a brain performance drink and helps to help your brain to perform better. L-theanine, green tea extract, DMAE, and then some additional ingredients. And just recently came out with a wonderful high quality fish oil product called Omega Plus. Now that's our product catalog. And so now for the guests that are on the webinar today, so you're probably wondering, oh my gosh, I love what I'm hearing. How do I get started with the products? There's 2 ways that you can get our products. You can be a customer or a customer that gets paid. So let's talk about the preferred customer. We have a really wonderful, unique program. And that you can, as a customer, you can buy wholesale on a monthly subscription program and get the wholesale price. You also can participate in a customer loyalty program and earn points and then redeem those points for more product. And on the screen, you can see the price point of our products. I think we have great pricing on our products. And this is plus tax and shipping, but however, you can get free shipping on what we call our stacks. And these are where you get a bundle of products and you get products plus you get the free shipping. And so we have 2 different stacks, the Vitality stack and the Beauty stack. And you can see what the price point is on those. And then any product that you add to the stacks, you get the free shipping as well. Okay. The other way that you can get started is that you can purchase one of our distributor enrollment options. And this is what I chose to do. So if you're a guest on this webinar and maybe you're like me, I was sitting in that webinar and that presentation when Dr. Mark Gordon was presenting this to me. And I was Rolodexing and thinking of the names of my family members and some of my girlfriends, that have health problems. I knew they had high oxidative stress. And I really thought that this little yellow pill could really help them. So I signed up that day as a distributor just for that reason alone. And because I figured it was kind of a no-brainer because the products, the price of these packs it's all product. It's just varying amounts of products. When I joined the company, we only had this gold pack for $600. Now that we have all of these additional products, for someone who's really wanting to share this with other people, I would recommend the Platinum Pack because you get such a great sampling of all the products. Also, there's a $50 additional for your sales kits and your materials. And you get free shipping. And look at the price savings on that. One thing about with being a distributor, of course, when you enroll as a distributor, you start earning income with Lifevantage. In fact, there's 8 different ways to earn income. If you want to know about more about the income side of things in our compensation plan, you can get back to the person who invited you because I'm not really going to get into that today, other than to talk about the fact that our company pays very, very generous bonuses and they pay residual income. So the difference between linear and residual income is that linear income, you're trading hours for dollars. That's what I was doing when I was working at the heart hospital. When you stop, your income stops, and there's no security. Residual income is when you do the work and you get paid over and over again. And some examples would be like a book author, recording artist, a songwriter, and a network marketer. So our company, like I said, pays very, very generous bonuses that are, in my case, I am at this Elite Pro 7 level right here. Do you see that? And of that income you can see, which is over $10,000 a month, I would say right now 95% of that is residual income. In other words, if I were to stop what I was doing today, the income would keep coming in. So let's talk a little bit about what you're seeing on the screen right now. This is the Lifevantage income disclosure statement from July 2016 through June 2017. It describes and it gives you this column right here. It's the average monthly income that was actually paid out. These are bonuses that were actually paid out. Now, there's a myth in network marketing. I learned this. There's a myth that I used to hear this, that only people at the top made money in network marketing. Well, this is not true with our company, because if you'll see just at the mid ranks of our company, starting with the Pro 4 through the Pro 6, you can see people are earning an average of $1,200 a month to almost $6,000 a month, just in the mid ranks of our company. And so in fact, when I joined Lifevantage, I think I told you that my husband had passed away the year before. And, I was needing extra income for retirement. I was short about a couple $1,000s a month. And my retirement account, I didn't want to work in my windowless office until I was into my 70s. I wanted to travel and do some fun things while I was young and healthy. And so within a year, I met that 25, see that Pro 5 there? I achieved my initial goal of $2,000 a month. And then within another year, I was able to replace my income, and I've been full-time with Lifevantage and really retired since 2012. Okay, so I'm winding down here with the last couple slides here. And so if you're a guest on the call and if you're looking for an opportunity, I would like just to say that you're in the right place at the right time. We're really stabilized. We've gone through that pioneering and formulation, and we haven't quite hitting branding or critical mass yet. People still don't know about us. So there's just really a great opportunity if this is something you're looking for. Okay, so I'm going to end with this. I'm going to summarize, and hopefully, whether or not you are interested in our products at all or in our company, I hope you've learned something new today. I hope you learned about this topic about nutrigenomics and how you can modify genes with nutrition, both with diet and with dietary supplements. We talked about oxidative stress, how damaging that is to the body and how that fuels hundreds of chronic diseases of aging. Talked about NERF 2 and NERF 1 quite a bit, didn't I? About how these are nutrigenomic products because they modify gene expression and really get to the root cause of disease. And I talked a little bit about our company, Lifevantage, and that there is a business opportunity really to bring these breakthroughs to the marketplace because the only way that people are going to know about it is if you get out there and tell them. And like I said, that's what I've been doing for the last 7 years. So for the guests, 3 questions that you're going to be asked by the person who invited you, so be prepared and get back to them. They're going to ask you, are you looking for better health? Would you like to get started with our products? Or can you see yourself sharing this with others? And take a look at those enrollment packs and see if one of those which one would be the best for you. Or maybe you just need more information. You're going, wow, 26 studies, tell me more about that. And maybe that's where you are and you just want more information, which we really invite you to ask all your questions, get back to the person who invited you. So with that, I am going to end my webinar. I'm also going to end the recording here. So just give me a minute, everybody.